Intro to business strategy game. I know you are scared. I know there are so many numbers that might confuse you. You need not to worry anymore, since we are going to give you a blueprint about what you need to do exactly to be successful in the business strategy game today. The first step toward your success in BSG is reading the guide. The guide will give you a general overview of the game, such as the report you need to check, where you need to enter decision, and the effect of each decision area on your result. It will also explain to you the numbers and how they change when you make a decision. The guide explains important factors that influence the success of the game. Finally, it gives hints on things you need to avoid. Literally, anything you need to know about the game is explained in the guide. It is the master BSG cheat sheet that is helpful for everyone doing it. Now set up your mission, goals, and objectives. BSG is set up as a profit-making business. In short, we are selling footwear products. So we need to max up our profit as much as possible to meet and exceed investors' expectations. The goal, therefore, is to do everything in your power to increase returns. Whatever number you input, always check on the net profit. Make sure, if possible, any number you input lead to a positive change in the net returns. Now you know about BSG and how it works, and you have a mission. I believe it is the time to select a strategy. BSG Online can be quite competitive sometimes. Without a strategy, you are doomed to fail because you'll not have a clear roadmap on how to compete and meet your set goals and objectives. Often, you might need to change a strategy. One case where a strategy change is imminent is when you and your competitors are doing almost the same thing. You'll definitely need to differentiate. There are 5 basic competitive strategies. They include low-cost provider, broad differentiation, forecast low-cost, forecast differentiation strategy, and best cost provider. You need to select one and stick with it. In the beginning, I'll prefer to start developing into a broad differentiator. The beauty of this strategy is the ability to change in the future. You can decompose it into a best cost provider or even a forecast differentiator. So, how can we use a mission and strategy to max up our profit? Image rating is essential for your profit maximization. To increase your image rating first, strive to increase your SQ rating, since a higher SQ rating is likely to contribute to a high image rating. Also, ensure your market share for both branded and private label footwear increases year after year, or maintain above 20% in each region. Concurrently, also ensure you spend on corporate citizenship. Charging a competitive price also increases image rating. This is so since low prices are associated with high demand and a large market share. To be on the right side, ensure you maintain an image rating of above 70. Now, how can we cut down cost and max our profit in compensation and training? I know you love to be a good company that cares for employees. If real world worked like that, multinational will not have moved production to China or India. Companies need to cut costs as much as possible. This is also evident in BSG Online Simulation. Here, focus on what is important and in moderation to maximize your profit. First, increase the base wage and supervisory compensation change by 1%. That is enough. Don't be good or you'll lose profit unnecessarily. If productivity exceeds the cost, then you'll make a profit. That's why you need to spend as much as possible on best practice training, as long as the material cost impact keep on decreasing. The benefit of this feature might not realize immediately, but in long run, you'll get the best value for your money. To make your production line run smoothly, a 40:1 ratio of production worker to supervisor is effective. Now we are in branded production. Much is at stake. Branded production impacts SKU rating greatly, and it's a section that greatly measures our ability to compare and manage cost. We want to raise the SKU rating in the quickest and most cost-effective way. So, always compare increasing the percentage of superior material and enhancing styling features to see which increases the SKU rating at a lower cost. Just like best practice training in compensation and training, Six Sigma is essential in cutting costs in long run. So max it up to 5.0 from year 11. The number of model offered depend on your strategy. If you are a differentiator, you'll not need to increase the number of model quickly. I strongly believe you should use a competitive intelligence report map to pinpoint where you want to be at the end of the game. If you want to hit the top right corner, then it is necessary to start increasing the number of model from year 11 gradually. While allocating pairs to be manufactured, ensure you leave some pairs for private label. Although they are usually lowly priced, they can be a source of great profit for the company. Don't ignore anticipated next year material price. Always anticipate that material price will increase due to increasing demand. We need now to get our product to customers. Our first option is internet marketing. Search engine advertisement is never effective. It doesn't result to profit maximization, so cut it off. Increase the retail price and offer free shipping. It will always lead to an additional demand. Also, if all other companies are offering free shipping, do so. Ensure retail price exceed wholesale price by at least 40%. Use comparative assumption to predict the move of your competitor. As you can see, if we select all to offer free shipping, there's a change in our net profit. So, what's up with wholesale marketing? Brand advertisement is very important, so max up spending until you start having a negative change in the net profit. Ensure your products are delivered faster. 2 weeks is okay. Offer retail support for each region. Increase the budget for each region until the profits start to drop. Spending $5 for a mail-in rebate is just okay. Utilize comparative assumptions to make sure you predict how the market will change. Usually, SKU rating will always increase, so ensure you include that in the assumption. It is also likely that model availability will increase, so capture that on the assumption too. In the first few rounds, the wholesale price are likely to increase, so always increase but be on the watch to see how the competitors are going to change in the future. We are done with all areas that affect the demand. I think it is time to complete branded distribution. Ensure facilities in a given region satisfy demand and surplus in that region before exporting to other regions. It doesn't make sense to send footwear from other region to another region that has a facility. You will incur unnecessary tariff and transportation costs. For export, compare exchange rate, transport cost, and tariff before choosing which facility to serve which export region. So, what matters in the production facility? Always purchase new equipment. Avoid refurbished equipment. Equipment can be purchased and used in the same year, so purchase equipment whenever your demand increases. If we project that demand will increase in the future and current space is not enough to meet the demand growth, always purchase additional space. It takes 1 year to get the needed space ready. It is important to plan ahead. Purchase new space for new region based on the cost of production in that region. Due to the free trade agreement of North and Latin America, purchasing space in Latin America is valuable in long run, especially since production cost in North America is rising fast. For production improvement, always start with option B, then A before proceeding to others. So what do we need to win and sell all our private label footwear? Produce a reasonable number of pairs, maximum 35% market share. Charge the lowest price possible. Make sure your price is the most competitive. If the most competitive price leads to a loss, don't offer private label in that region. So how do we get the best value for celebrity endorsements? First, calculate the average appeal index for each celebrity. Give first priority to the celebrity with the highest average value. At year 11, bid average to lowest value, i.e. 4,000 to 1,000. The highest bid should go to celebrity with the highest average appeal index. Does corporate social responsibility matter? Yes, it is very important to give back to society since they'll always see you as part of them. PR works and it's very important in business today. To be on the right side, ensure you spend up to 500 on energy efficiency initiative. Give charitable contribution of about 1% and utilize ethical training as well as offer additional safety equipment. Finally, how do we finance our business? Avoid stock unless you want to dilute your equity. I think that does not sound wise. Use long-term debt and short-term debt. Give your CEO control over the business. Occasionally buy back stock if you have excess cash lying around, and always check the projected cash balance at the end of the current year. Make sure it is in the safe zone to avoid bank overdraft. That's all for the business strategy game intro. I hope it was quite a learning experience and now you have the confidence to tackle it with your head up high. However, if you still feel like you'll need consultation services, kindly contact us and we'll be with you on your journey of conquering BSG and your competitors. I bet you'll not regret it. Besides, kindly remember to subscribe so that YouTube can pay its fair share of this video. Cheers as we conquer BSG together.